So, Mr. Wright, you were telling us when you looked around for certain type of block that you want to use for your structure around Asebu and Cape Coast, you didn't find any.
Correct.
Yes. So, what really inspired you? Someone will say that no. Then why didn't you extend go to Accra and check? But you've decided to invest hugely for others who are also looking for these particular blocks to also find it here. What really inspired you to invest hugely here?
Okay, so there I can see
Yeah,
that um, there's a new thrust.
yeah,
This new thrust is about being in Africa and leaving other places that we're used to going to come here and live. Ghana create or provides for us who are in the diaspora an opportunity to live in peace, live in harmony, live with the community, and live amongst your own. Because really and truly, every time I walk out, I see people that I'm used to seeing or faces that I used to see in Jamaica. It's like they are so similar in looks, attitude. The only difference is the language. And with this incoming forces,
yeah.
I call it, or people coming back
But
home,
yeah,
I think they're gonna be thinking the same with me, that we need to build and build strong. And so far, what I'm seeing, I'm very impressed, and because of that, I am happy that I made that decision to invest in this machine. And I, especially here in Agendum, I can see a lot of people almost every day coming here, and I would say to those who are on the sideline waiting, do not wait. Come now. You may not be ready to move in the next year or two, but come now, see what it's like, and start putting down for your future here.
and I do see you sometimes at the chief's office and the elders. It seems like you have a very good relationship with the elders and even the locals here. Not only that, I also see some of the young people who wants to get the skills or things that they've never encountered in terms of the machine and all that. And I've seen you teaching them as well. What really inspires you to go that extent of stretching out to whoever that is ready to learn from you?
Well, it is part of me to want to help, and whenever I see an opportunity, I will offer my expertise, my advice, whatever I can offer. And I saw that there's a need here, and when you don't know something, you just don't know. And many times over, just the mere tools that I use create an impression with young folks, and if you have the knowledge, I think you should impart it. Don't keep it to yourself. And, that's part of me, you know. Growing up in Jamaica, um, this kind of living I'm used to, in the sense that we were never up there. We always developing. We were always developing, and so even attending school, I used to walk to school sometimes. Go to school without lunch, and I know um, what a good education can bring you, and if I have it, I'll impart it to others.
Yeah. And your relationship with the elders and the
Oh,
locals, yeah.
that's one of the thing about feeling good about this place is from the moment I went to the castle and met the chief and the elders, I was very impressed. And of such, we just have a good rapport there. And that's one of the things that when you come to a new place, and if you can get to know people, it's more power. It's more power for you, for them. And I have taken a lot of visitors to meet them also, because a lot of my friends came as a result of my being here, and they are impressed with Ghana.
Yes. Even though there are some challenges or obstacles within the land purchase in Ghana here and Cape Coast as well, and some part of Asebu here, you've met a lot of people purchasing land here. You've seen people building here and some living here. And you ask yourself that what really brings this peace and this stress-free, trouble-free and all that, because you've never encountered a situation whereby someone have to pause because there's some form of disagreement, or there's some lawsuit on, or there's the chief being challenged by maybe a family or someone that this is my plot, so stop work and all that. Since you came here, you've seen a lot of people coming here building, and there's not been any situation here. So what are you telling? Because I know that if there's been a big challenge here, you won't invest hugely at this area. Yes, and you are not the only one. Also, others are building as well here, and they love it when you hear from the stories that they tell. It's always a wonderful stories.
Yes. So that's a very important point that you're making, that it's out in the airwaves that a lot of people get carried away with the influx of diasporan, even their own money, and swindle their money. There are, I have met people who have had problems, and I must lift my hat to you, Otto, as a very respectable guy in the field. And I would say here I have not encountered that kind of problem. And I'm saying here in agenda. Because when I look and see the way how the chief actually live with his elders, he's always going around to check on you. He's always walking with his elders, and they seem to love the way how he operates. And this part of Ghana, Cape Coast, and Agenda in particular, there is no issue as it relates to land being sold twice, because one of the things is that you are purchasing it directly from the chief, and this family owns a lot of land that is unquestionable, right? So that makes a peace of mind, right? It makes for a peace of mind, and those are some of the things that really make you feel happy about being here.
Okay, Mr. Wright, I want us to go and see some of the blogs that you've molded and tell us a little bit about
so last week we had the officials from the company. They came and they start up the machine. And these are the first blocks, and I was really impressed the fact that on trial we hardly had any issue. And as such, I can go into production, and we're starting it this week, and you can see the blocks. They are not a week old, and I think I can lift this up and drop it there.
Wow.
All right. That's a strong block.
And then what?
It's still curing. Still curing, and it still can.
What size is this?
This is 6-inch block.
6 inch.
And
Okay.
And I'm starting with the full hollow block because Ghana have the hollow block, but it's not full hollow. And with this don't use a lot of concrete, mixture to put together. And I will be employing someone to do a seminar and educate or train some of the masons who wish to be trained as to how you can reduce costs using these blocks. I'm still going to be offering blocks that the locals use, because you can't box yourself in when you're doing a business. But for right now, the initial production is going to be full hollow blocks. Yes.
Mr. Wright, thank you very much. My next video with you will be when you are in a full production.
Yes.
Then I will come here.
Come and see how
and then
how
the machine works and all that. Guys, as I indicated earlier on, I said this is my elder, Mr. Wright. Whoever comes to Ajidam, I have to bring the person here to greet him. A wonderful person. He will be the one. I will bring them over. Come over. It's so peaceful here. And you can see if there are troubles here, there's no way that you will invest. So amount here, and also for the locals, especially the youth, to benefit from skills that they are lacking. So I want to end here and want to say thank you for your time. And we will see you again. I will be bringing more people. I'm always here, but today is the first time of interviewing, so it's good thing, and people will get to know you. This I will say my uncle, because he's right, I'm right. So this is my uncle. Guys, see you and have a wonderful. Yes, thank you very much.